All right, so are you ready to like totally defy gravity with us today? Because we're going deep, deep, deep into the world of Wicked.
You know that Broadway sensation?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
The one that kind of flipped everything we thought we knew about Oz on its head.
Right.
And we've got some really cool excerpts here from book to blockbuster. How Wicked took over Broadway.
Oh, nice.
It's fascinating stuff. And I think our mission today should be not to just like rehash the plot.
Right.
But to really dig into why it connected with so many people.
Yeah, why does it still resonate years later? What makes it tick?
Exactly.
It's such a good question. And it all goes back to a novel, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Gregory Maguire's 1995, Wicked, The Life and Times of the Wicked Witch of the West.
Okay, so not the musical yet?
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
This is the source material.
Gotcha. So this is even before we get to the stage.
Oh, yeah. Way before.
So is this like a sequel to The Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
Or like a remake?
Not at all. It's a total reimagining.
Whoa.
Think about it. What if we saw all of Oz, but through the Wicked Witch's eyes?
That's a cool twist.
Right. Suddenly Elphaba. She's not just cackling and throwing fireballs.
I mean, you gotta have some fireballs.
Oh, there are fireballs. But there's so much more. We see her feelings, her motivations, why she becomes wicked.
It's like humanizing a villain.
Exactly. It makes you question everything you thought you knew about good and evil.
Like, are they really so black and white?
Exactly. And speaking of stories, did you know that Maguire, he didn't stop there. He actually wrote a whole bunch of books.
That's how.
Set in this Oz. It's like a whole series.
Okay, so side note, our listeners got to check that out.
Absolutely. But for now, let's stick with that first Wicked. The one that started it all.
Yeah. So it's not just that flipped perspective.
Well, no. It's the themes that run through it.
Like what kind of themes?
Well, there's morality, obviously. The whole good versus evil thing.
Right.
But Wicked makes you question those labels. Is Elphaba really wicked? Or just misunderstood?
It's like we're seeing the world through her eyes.
Exactly. And it's not always pretty, but it's real.
And she has green skin, right?
Of course. That's iconic. But it's not just a look.
What do you mean?
It's a symbol. Think about it. Green skin, she's different. She's the other.
Oh, I see. It's like a metaphor.
Yeah. For anyone who's ever felt like they don't fit in.
Like an outsider?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And that theme of identity, that's universal.
It's something everyone can relate to.
On some level, yeah. And then there's the whole power dynamic.
Oh, you mean with the wizard?
Yeah, he seems all benevolent at first.
Right. The great and powerful Oz.
But in Wicked, he's more like a politician.
What? Really?
Yeah, manipulative, self-serving.
So it's like a commentary on power.
On authority.
Yeah.
On not blindly trusting what you're told.
Ooh, that's deep.
Right. And it makes you think about the original Oz, too.
What do you mean?
Well, it was written during a time of a lot of social upheaval.
Ah, interesting.
So Maguire is adding another layer to that.
Like he's making it relevant to his time.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got this awesome novel, all these complex themes. But how did it become a musical?
Right, because you think Hollywood would jumped on this.
Totally. Like it screams blockbuster movie.
And they did. Universal Pictures wanted it.
Oh, wow.
But back then, adapting a big philosophical fantasy,
For the screen.
it was risky.
So what happened?
One guy saw it differently, Mark Platt.
The producer?
Yes. He envisioned it on Broadway.
Interesting. So why Broadway?
He knew the stage could handle the spectacle.
Right, the magic, the costumes.
Exactly, but also the intimacy.
Oh, they mean like the close-ups on the characters?
Yeah, the emotion. You get that on stage. Plus, this was the golden age of the mega musical.
Oh, right, like Phantom.
Phantom, Lion King, big shows. Platt wanted Wicked to join them.
Wow, ambitious.
For sure.
So he needed a team to pull this off.
And not just any team. This had to be top-notch.
So who'd he get?
Okay, so get this, composer and lyricist Stephen Schwartz.
No way. This Stephen Schwartz?
The one and only.
He's done like Godspell.
Godspell, Pippin, huge hits, and Winnie Holzman.
Who wrote the book for the musical?
The book, exactly. The dialogue, the structure.
Wow. This is a power couple.
And what's amazing, they were both drawn to Wicked, but for different reasons.
Really?
Yeah, Schwartz, he heard the music in the story.
Oh. Like the emotions could be songs?
Exactly. And Holtzman, she loved the focus on the relationship Elphaba and Glinda.
Oh. So it's not just about being wicked.
No, it's about friendship, too. And that's where things get really interesting.
How so?
Adapting a book that complex for the stage.
That's got to be tough.
It is. They had to streamline the plot, make choices.
But keep the heart of it.
Exactly. And they did. They focused on that core relationship.
Elphaba and Glinda.
Yeah. that push and pull. They're friends. They're rivals.
So we're invested in them.
Even with all the Our Magic and Oz stuff happening around them.
It's their journey.
Exactly. And they captured something else, too.
What's that?
That complexity of female friendship.
Oh, right. Like how it could be supportive, but also
competitive, jealous. There's history there.
And all against this backdrop of Oz.
It's a great setup.
Okay, so we've got the novel, the themes, the dream team. But what happens next?
Ooh, now the real work begins.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat.
Well, it's more than just like words on a page, you know?
Oh, yeah.
When you're building a musical.
Yeah.
Especially one this big.
It's got to be an experience.
Exactly. Like, think about the music.
Oh, my gosh. The music in Wicked is like...
iconic.
It is.
It's not just background noise, you know?
Yeah.
Stephen Schwartz, he knew what he was doing.
Oh, yeah.
Those songs, they tell the story. They get inside the characters' heads.
It's like each song is a mini drama.
In a way. Yeah, like defying gravity.
Oh, man. Chills every time.
Such a powerful anthem, right? Or for good.
Ah, so emotional.
You feel that friendship in every note.
It's like you leave the theater and you can't get those tunes out of your head.
Exactly. They become part of you.
And then there's the whole visual side of things.
Oh, yeah.
The costumes,
Yeah.
the sets, the lighting.
It's got to be spectacular.
And Wicked does not disappoint.
Not at all. It's a feast for the eyes.
Okay, so we've got the story, the music, the look. But what about the people who bring it to life?
The
Yeah.
actors?
Yeah, casting has got to be crucial.
Oh, huge.
Yeah.
Especially for a show like Wicked.
So who did they get?
Okay, hold on to your hats. Because the original Elphaba
The Wicked Witch herself.
was Idina Menzel.
No way.
Yes.
She's like a powerhouse.
Right, and Glinda Kristen Chenoweth.
Oh my gosh. What a combo.
Talk about dynamic duos.
I can't even imagine.
Menzel, she brought this rawness to Elphaba.
Like that fierce strength.
Exactly. And Chenoweth, she was the perfect Glinda.
Bubbly, but not ditzy.
Right, there was depth there.
And their chemistry together.
Oh, it was electric. You totally believed their friendship.
Even when they were fighting.
Exactly, because that's real, you
Yeah.
know?
Totally.
And it wasn't just the leads either.
What do you mean?
The whole ensemble.
Oh, right. All the students, the Ozians.
They all brought something special.
It's a team effort.
For sure. And it takes a lot of work to get to opening night.
I bet.
Workshops, previews, endless rehearsals.
Polishing every detail.
And the pressure must have been intense.
This is Broadway. Huge budget. Everyone's watching.
So October 2003,
Opening night.
Wicked premieres.
It was a smash.
Really? Like instant success.
Oh, yeah. Critics loved it. Audiences went wild.
I bet everyone involved was like
Relieved.
and thrilled.
Absolutely. Years of work, and it paid off.
And remember, this was a risky proposition.
Totally reimagining a classic.
But people connected with it.
They got it. They loved it.
And it wasn't just a Broadway thing either.
No, Wicked became a global phenomenon.
Productions all over the world.
And it's still going strong. 2 decades later.
That's staying power.
It really is. But you know what I think is most remarkable?
What?
It stayed true to the book.
Oh, you mean Maguire's vision?
Yeah. Could capture that spirit.
It's not easy to do.
Especially with something so complex.
And with fans who already love the book.
Right. But they managed to create something fresh.
While honoring the source material.
It's a balancing act.
And they nailed it.
They really did.
Yeah.
But they also achieved something else.
What's that?
They gave us permission to reimagine our own world. It's true. When you put it that way.
It's like Wicked is saying, hey, don't take everything at face value.
Question everything.
Exactly. Look beyond the surface.
And find empathy where you least expect it.
Right, because we're so quick to judge.
To put people in boxes.
To label them good or bad.
And Wicked is like, hold on a second.
There's more to it than that.
There are shades of gray.
Exactly. And it's not just about other people either.
You mean it's about ourselves too?
Totally. Like Elphaba's journey, it reminds us that everyone,
Even the wicked ones.
yeah, they have their reasons, their struggles.
So we should try to understand.
To have compassion, even when it's hard.
It's like Wicked is holding up a mirror.
In a way, yeah. It's asking us, what about you? What are your biases?
It can be uncomfortable.
But it's also necessary.
To grow, to learn.
It's a journey of self-discovery.
And that's what makes Wicked so powerful.
It stays with you long after you've seen it.
It makes you think.
It makes you feel
It changes you.
maybe just a little
So from a book that some people thought was too weird,
to a global phenomenon.
it's been quite a ride.
It really has.
And it all started with one question. What if the Wicked Witch wasn't so wicked after all?
And that question It opened up a whole world of possibilities.
It made us rethink everything we thought we knew about Oz.
About good and evil.
About ourselves.
And that's the magic of Wicked.
It reminds us that there's always more to the story.
That everyone deserves a second look.
And that sometimes the most wicked thing you can do
is to close your mind.
So keep asking questions, keep exploring, keep reimagining.
Because that's where the real magic lies.
And that's a wrap on our deep dive into Wicked.
Hope you enjoyed the journey.
We'll see you next time.